Men need love too. Yeah, men need love. Now, we're living in some really interesting times in terms of the topic of love, masculinity, sexuality, gender equality. But I want to take this back to the pure principle and the foundation of just being human. Forget the titles and labels and everything else for a second, and let's just have a conversation about what does it mean to be loved. Now, I think I would rather start by talking about what does it mean to love. Well, when you love someone, it becomes a filter by which your actions are shown, right? Your actions are going to show caring, kindness, and compassion without argument, without anything coming in the way of that. Whenever you wake up in the morning and you think about that person and the love you have for them, the thoughts and actions you have are going to align with the love, caring, kindness, and compassion you feel for that person. However, as a man, I think we're so caught up in this reality of supporting the family, supporting the people around us, being a strong man so other people can rely on us, that we forget that part of that strength is in self-love as well as loving yourself, right? Now, self-love is the way you treat yourself, how you take care of yourself. But loving yourself, showing your self-love by way of actions is something that I don't know if we all really consider, right? We can all love ourselves. We can love who we are. We can love the person that we are. But do you take the time to actually show yourself love? Do you take the time to do the things that the little kid, the little boy inside of this grown man likes to do? Whether it's riding a bike, whether it's going to play a video game. Maybe you just want to go for a quick run or to the football field and do some sprints because that makes you feel like a kid again. But reality is, are you showing yourself the love that you deserve so that the world around you can treat you that way as well? For so long, I was too busy focused on trying to show people that I love them that I became blind to what their actions truly meant, to whether they actually loved me or not. Now, the term love is very different to most people, but for me it's caring, kindness, and compassion. Caring, kindness, and compassion about things that are important to me requires you to take the time to understand, know, but I have to show you what those things are so that you can then treat me accordingly. And if your actions are not in alignment with the things that I'm showing you that are caring, kindness, and compassion for me, then it's not the kind of love that I'm here for, that I deserve. It's a love that isn't really for me, and it's a love that maybe is something that person is fully capable of, but it's not love in a way that shows me that I'm truly loved. You see, when someone tells you they love you, but they constantly neglect you, that's not love. When someone tells you they love you, but has no idea the needs that make you tick as a human, it's not love. What they're doing and what they're saying is, I love how you let me treat you. I love how you let me love you in a way that's convenient for me. So someone may love you, but what the reality is, they just love themselves and how they get to be around you and not have to actually love you in a way that's kind and caring and compassionate for you. That's how toxic relationships develop. That's how toxic friendships develop. That's where this idea of toxic masculinity comes from, because we're all living in a world where we forget men need love too. If you're not receiving love on an equal path to giving love, your happiness level is just inherently going to drop. And when your happiness level drops, your actions don't align with love. So if you're not happy, you're not feeling joy, you're not feeling love, you're just an empty ball of nothingness inside, you may be able to keep going in life. You may be even able to keep working and supporting your family and doing the things that make them happy. But there's a reason more heart attacks happen on Monday morning than any other day of the week. Because too many people are living a life without love for the sake of obligation to what they said they would do for someone. And when you start understanding that obligation is not love, and you start understanding that the treatment and actions you're receiving are not the love that you deserve and want for yourself, your entire perspective changes. You stop waking up regretting Monday mornings, hoping you won't be a statistic one day, and you start looking at days slightly differently. You may have to go through a period of awakening where you're awakening to who you are as a person. You may be an empathic male that has just gotten so beat up from caring and loving someone else and other people around you that you forgot and have not even considered, are you actually loving and kind to yourself? As someone who spent so long in my life caring and loving for all those around me, the day that I realized that there was something missing inside of me was the day I realized that I deserved to be loved in the capacity that I can offer love as well. The reality is, I was allowing lack of love, by my standards, to be passed off as love. I could never understand why the words didn't match the feeling in my heart. I could never understand when someone said they loved me, it was really they loved how I let them treat me. And it wasn't until I started showing myself love, I started going out on the bike again, I started picking up hobbies that I loved as a kid, I started tinkering with things, I started fixing and breaking and healing myself, healing my heart, losing weight, becoming a happier, healthier person, did I start looking around, not understanding why the actions that I was taking to show myself love were perceived as threats to those around me. I couldn't understand why I would attempt to share the passion and love with people that I was experiencing in life, and it just seemed like I was talking to people that didn't care. I remember someone telling me, well, you just talk at people. And I was really confused because what they were referencing was me sharing love. And then I started to understand that what all of the people that I was trying to talk to and trying to share my love and passion with, what it was, they were just so used to me loving them above myself that the moment I started to show love to myself, it became perceived as a threat to how I could love them. Because if I loved myself first, that would require them to treat me in a way that they didn't want to treat me. And as I requested those changes, as I requested to be treated in a way that's fair and kind based on my standards, I got pushback. I was told that I'm changing. I was told that I'm becoming inconsiderate. I'm no longer the same person. Well, that part may have been true because that person, the new person they were talking to, required love in a way that they have never shown me. And yeah, unfortunately, not everyone is going to be able to walk down that road with you and show you the love that you deserve as a man, as a person that's walking on this earth. You deserve love. You also deserve to give love and have that love given back to you. So ask yourself, are you giving love without receiving love? And does that feel good to you? Is that the kind of love that you want out of life? It's easy to get lost in the obligations and the sense of what being a man means to the world today. But ask yourself, the true foundation and the fundamental reason we're here is to share, give, feel, receive, love. Is that part of your life? Mainly is the receiving love part of your life. And what would happen? Ask yourself, truly ask yourself, what would happen if you woke up tomorrow and decided to show yourself love and let that love reciprocate down to those around you? Would that be a threat or make everyone else happier? And that right there is just a dangerous question that when I asked myself that question, a true awakening opened up my eyes. I realized the people I was surrounding myself with, the people that I said I loved and said they loved me, were so often loving me from a way that made them comfortable and happy, but was unfulfilling to me. When I look back and I remember being lost and wanting things that I didn't know how to ask for, what I was really asking for was to feel love and kindness, caring and compassion. However, that kindness, caring and compassion was only offered in a way that was comfortable to someone else, that made them comfortable. Never in a way that was something that I would actually do for myself. So in some ways you say, treat others as the way you would want to be treated. Treat yourself the way you want others to treat you. And then watch how the world responds. I can tell you, I've lost many friendships and relationships in the period of time. I have walked away from people that I thought were dear friends. I've stopped interacting in certain social environments that just don't feel right, because I've come to understand that what's expected of me is to show love to everyone else, but the moment I raise my hand and say, hey, it's my turn, it's not reciprocated. And as someone that really truly loves unconditionally, I can tell you that that is the hardest part for me. As a man that loves to give love, I have to first understand, am I giving love endlessly without receiving? Am I giving love because this is the kindness of my heart and I'm just wanting to give? But is this a relationship, a friendship, a trust ship that is a reciprocal love ship as well? That's something that's truly changed my perspective on what love is and what love is not. So remember, as a man, you deserve love. You deserve to give love. You deserve to feel love. And you deserve, most importantly, to receive love as well. So take the time, identify what love is for you, how you would like to feel love, how you would like to show yourself love, and then start reciprocating that love to yourself, and you'll find that your capability for loving others will only increase as well. So I encourage you, take the time, find the love in your heart, identify the love and feeling that you want to have for yourself as a person, and start living and being that love every single day of your life, and watch the world respond accordingly to you. Have a wonderful, kind, and inspired day. Talk to you soon.